Okay, today I want to just talk to you about the medications that are available to us at this time of year. Today is the 14th of September. The first one here that you can see is APGuard. APGuard comes in a sachet that you can see here with a silver sachet, and you pull off this here and put it sitting directly on top of the frames in the hive. Now this is getting late for APGuard because this is a 2 week treatment and you have to repeat it. So in fact there's 4 weeks that you have to treat with APGuard. In 4 weeks time it's going to be about the 10th of October. This is temperature sensitive. So unless it's 15 degrees on the 10th of October, this won't be terribly effective towards the end of its treatment period. The other alternative you have here, of course, is APVAR. An APVAR has a number of sachets in here inside, and it's a strip which has basically a pesticide called amitraz sitting within the strip. And you slip two of those into a hive down between the frames, about 2 frames apart, and it's left in for about 6 weeks. Now what it means with this one is that you have to try and get to the hive, open it up in 6 weeks time and remove that strip, because it doesn't recommend that you leave it in the hive over winter. The third option you have here is on the market since about 2018. It's called varroa med, and varroa med is probably the easiest one to apply at this time of year. It comes in a bottle that you can see here which contains 550 mils, and when you're treating it you simply open the bottle and you spray, or you water down between the frames onto the bees themselves. It doesn't matter if it gets onto the wax, etc., but it's not on top of the frame, it's actually between the frames on top of the bees. This here requires one treatment on day 1, a second treatment on day 7, 6 days later, and a third treatment on day 13. So in fact, if you start treating with this now today, you'll be finished before the end of October. And this isn't, before the end of September, excuse me. And this isn't temperature sensitive, and it can be applied in winter, in autumn, and again in springtime, which can be very, very useful, because if you don't treat for varroa during the winter, you may well have an accumulation of varroa in springtime, and you can use this again in springtime. So I would recommend now, if you're actually looking at treating your hive, that you use varroa med from this time of year. You can use it again in springtime to treat with a second dose before you actually start putting supers on the hive. Okay, I'll come back to you and I'll show you how each of these are put on in turn.